Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the prophets of that body, and Shalom to the 144,001/3. May peace and blessings be upon your households and the spirit of endurance. In these last few seconds we have left of this wicked, wicked world, which we are longing, aching to come to complete closure. And, watching old videos of our apostles and elders teaching on the streets in Babylon, right? New York City, and other parts of the States, as well as the fruit of our apostles and elders in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, all the prophets that teach around the world in the four corners of the earth, right? And from there, it's led to other people waking up, okay? The Israelites, Israelite foreigners, no matter what package they come in. And from there, it's led to everything that I've been saying, which people thought was them just speaking or reiterating movie scenes, is all coming into fruition in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, because the Lord said he's not a man that he should lie. These rumors of wars are no longer rumors. Okay, we've been hearing about them. The war drums have been beating, and it's coming to that part where it's going to go to complete, what's the term I should use for that? It's going to go buck wild. It's really going to get real. When I say real, it's going to be real. All right, with speech marks and an exclamation mark at the end, and real, the word real should be in bold with capital letters. All right, so, all right, I'm just going to read one or two scriptures. I'm not going to keep it too long. So I'm going to get to the point ASAP. Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past. Woe meaning destructions or evils, evil times or bad times. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And woe, okay, is basically war. All right. We already had World War I, which is mentioned in the scriptures. All right. We've had Second World War. First World War was from 1914 to 1918. The Second World War was from 1938, I believe, to 1945, or 1939 to 1945. Right, now the Third World War is about to come. Actually, let me just show you. Let's get the scripture showing World War I. Woe 1, King James Version. Let's see if that shows up. Let's type in WOE. Oh, here we go. Revelations 9 and 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. One woe is past. All right. Woe meaning bad times, evil, right? Just to make it icing on the cake, let's get the definition. Here we go. Woe. Great sorrow or distress. Let's click on it actually. Woe. Great sorrow or distressed. Great sorrow or distress. All right. Things that cause sorrow or distress, troubles. All right. That's what's coming. Great sorrow or distress. All right. Now let's go to the new. Oops. Let's go to the news. Oops. Where is it? Oh, here we go. All right. Let's go.
Iran at the moment. Explosions have been heard in the capital, Tehran. At least 6 explosions have been heard. There were reports in US out of Iran. Well, we are getting breaking news out of Iran at the moment. Explosions have been heard in the capital, Tehran. At least 6 explosions have been heard. There were reports in US media that Israel is preparing to strike Iran. Israel has declared a state of emergency with a ban on gatherings, and we will bring you more information as it becomes available. But just a few more breaking news lines I can bring you. The Israeli Defense Minister has imposed a special state of emergency, as we were hearing there. That is in place immediately. Israeli radio is declaring that a state of emergency has been declared across all of Israel that will ban gatherings and the suspension of studies at all institutions. Now, Benjamin Netanyahu is currently chairing an extraordinary meeting of the cabinet and the security mini cabinet. And this is in the context of rising tensions over the last few weeks between Iran and Israel. US President Donald Trump's comments recently have added to that sense of conflict as well, saying on Thursday that a strike could very well happen. These are the latest pictures from Tehran you're seeing now of those explosions. And we do have Tohid Asadi joining us on the phone from Tehran. Tohid, what more can you tell us about what is going on there in Tehran?
Well, it's about 3:46 local time here in Tehran, and based on what we have so far, sounds several explosions have been heard across the capital, not necessarily at one particular point. And there are several of them. One of them was heard, and I personally heard that around 5-6 minutes ago. Another one was heard just in the heart of the capital around half an hour ago, and I can say that we've got at least 6-7 minimum explosion sounds reported to be heard in the city, in different parts of the city, western parts, the southern parts of the city. But still, we know that there is the state TV has confirmed the happening of this explosions. But when it comes to the cause, so far we haven't officially heard anything from Iranian sources. And right now, as I'm speaking to you, there are footages, there are pictures coming from different parts of the city, including Chitgar part, including a neighborhood in the western part of the capital. We see smokes coming out from certain parts of the city. That's obviously could not be an accident, as we are hearing reports coming from the Israeli side saying that they have announced an emergency situation, meaning that there is going to be a possibility, a very strong possibility for them to be involved. We heard the statements from the Israeli defense minister and also the Israeli radio saying that the army, the air forces are said to be involved in this situation. And we know that so far the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is currently chairing an extraordinary meeting of the cabinet and the security mini cabinet, and that means a sort of systematic initiation or a serious situation that we are experiencing right now in the Iranian capital. I cannot confirm whether this explosions mean that other parts of the country have been either attacked or not, but we have to also keep in mind that previously and over the past few weeks, we heard Israelis with their strong rhetoric of the possibility of attack on Iran's nuclear facilities, and that could be there, but still we don't have any details on that. We don't have any specific confirmed information on that. We have to keep waiting for a couple of next minutes, if not hours, to see what's taking place. And last but not the least is the political context in which that incident is happening. We had just less than 24 hours ago the adoption of a resolution at the Board of Governors meeting of IAEA saying that Iran has experienced a non-compliance case pertaining to its nuclear program, and that's sort of politically important development. Under this context, we have to keep waiting for a couple of minutes to see what's taking place, and I'll get back to you as soon as I have further information on the event.
Absolutely, Tohid. I'll just ask you to stay with us, please.
There you go. And and it states that Israel carries out attacks, right? You know, the small hatters are at it again. But anyway, this is where it's going towards. The third woe cometh quickly, and during that third woe, okay, I mean, a whole bunch of things are going to happen. The financial crash, all right, riots, race riots, martial law, World War III. All these different things are going to happen back to back, at various stages, and the Lord is around the corner. This is just a beautiful sign that Yahweh Shai, His Majesty, is coming soon. The Lord soon cometh, man. Okay, so it's a beautiful sign. If you guys are not elated, right? If you guys, right, don't even, I don't know what time of day it is over there, 7:30 in the morning, well, almost 7:30 a.m. on a Friday morning here, right? Okay, in the UK, right? If you don't at least crack open a beer in the evening and praise Yahweh Shem Shai for this, you're nuts. This is a beautiful thing. One more step closer to the kingdom, man. All right? One more step closer to the kingdom. And if you're blessed, you'll be on the chariot first trip. Either way, it's a barakim to be an Israelite. It's a barakim to praise Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? Because we're going home soon, man. This nightmare will be over soon. Anyway, all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Mawatha Bad Babal, Kwame Ashrala, Shalom.